In this quick video, I would like to show you how to use the SUMIF function in Microsoft Excel. Now, this will be a really simple example, but if you want a more comprehensive tutorial on that, let me know in the comments and I will create a really comprehensive tutorial for the SUMIF function. Now, let's get started and let's see how to use it in the most simple possible way. To demonstrate the function, I created over here a table with sales agents, an invoice number and a sales amount. And over here on the right, I have a second table where I added each individual agent, and I would like to calculate the sales per agent. And this is a perfect use case for the SUMIF function. So let's get started and let's see how does it work. Already by writing the formula, Excel gives us this tooltip where it says that it adds the cells specified by a given condition or criteria, but that's not pretty clear. So let's enter our parameters and then we'll see what exactly does this function do. The first parameter is called range, and this is where we are going to provide the sales agents names. And the second parameter is called criteria, and this is where we are going to provide our agent names, so the agent that we want to add the sales for. The last parameter is called sum range, and over here we are providing the cells where we added the sale amount. And I'm just going to close the parentheses and let's spend a minute and understand what each of these individual parameters do. Now the range, this is where we have the sales agents, and the criteria, when we specified directly F5, we told the formula that we want to check for cells that are equal to what we have in F5. So in that case, the formula will go through the range, it will go to the first cell over here to B5, and it will check whether that cell is equal to the value in F5, which is Jim. In this particular case, that condition is true, so the criteria is met. So in that case, to our initial sum, which is 0, we will add the sales amount from here. So we will have a sum of 490. Then the formula will go to the second cell in the range, which is B6 over here. This one does not match the criteria, it is not equal to Jim, and so we will not add the value from D6 to the sum that we had previously, and so on and so forth until cell B10 where the criteria is met again. In that case, 313 will get added to the total sum, and so on. So the formula will go to each individual cell from the range, it will check it against the criteria, and if the criteria is met, the corresponding cell from the sum range will get added to the total. Now if I hit enter, I get 1284, and we can easily check whether this is true by selecting the cells that Jim made. And looking over here, we have the sum 1284, which is exactly what we got from the formula, which means that the formula works correctly. Now I'm just going to drag everything down, and as you can see over here, this total is equal to this total over here, which means that the formula has been applied correctly to each individual row. For example, on the second one, the criteria this time is the value from F6, which is Dwight, and it will do the same thing, but this time check whether the value from column B is equal to Dwight, and then add the value from column D to the initial sum. Now this is it. I hope my explanation was useful to you and you understood how to use the SUMIF function. Please let me know in the comments below if you did so, leave a like if this was useful, and see you in the next video.